Sometimes there are people that have pretty good ideas but just not the chances to get along with it. But good ideas solve the issues of our time. The Impact Hub inspires and supports social innovators to realize initiatives to change the world. Ingmar is one of the hosts in the Hub of Amsterdam.
Whenever somebody comes here, we want them to feel part of the community, we want them to feel at home. And that's where the host comes in. So the host answers questions, knows a lot about the network, knows a lot of members, and can also connect members or connect new people that come here with a certain idea. So let's say somebody says, I have a great idea to do something with healthcare, and somebody else might already be working in that field, we immediately connect them. So the hub is more about the network of people than the actual physical space.
Do you think that the hub is a resolution for the crisis?
I think part of the crisis is a lot of people are saying, oh, it's so hard to sell my product, or it's hard to find a job these days. But the entrepreneurs, they create their own job.
Can we say that, like, in the end, the hub is creating business?
The hub is helping entrepreneurs who are usually business people, but also NGOs.
And how can you support them?
Well, this is something we learned as a hub, that we had a lot of members in the beginning who had a great idea, but they didn't know how to sell it, or they didn't know how to have a great idea and turn it into a business model.
Which people does the hub address?
The hub addresses entrepreneurs, but specifically social entrepreneurs. I am an entrepreneur myself. I have two foundations for malaria eradication in Africa. So I'm working with African governments and with a couple of universities here and in Africa.
The Hub combines an innovation lab, business incubator, an inspiring workspace and the comforts of home. The main factor is the network community and what the members all have in mind to change the world. The Hub is full of diverse people creating amazing things. Here are Stein and Carl, who set a webpage to facilitate citizens to co-create their neighborhood.
We made an app which is called Acute. It's Dutch translation from Improve Your Neighborhood. Kind of just started ourselves. Because they were annoyed with their own city councils, because it was really hard to report damages or issues in the public space. So they figured out they could make something themselves, and so they did. It's an iPhone, Android app, and just a regular website. For us, being in Hub is great. Like, loads of people in Hub have like great ideas, or they've made something which is awesome, and we are quite technically skilled, but we don't always have great ideas. So it's really cool to have this idea, and we can go like, yeah, we can make that happen.
The idea of a social network spreads all over the world. To date, there are 60+ impact hubs around the globe and many more in the making. As a member, you become part of the global online network and the local community. Marcus Andreas is a new member of the hub. He wants to adopt the hub process model as a sustainable model not only for startups but existing companies.
My question would be if a hub could be interesting for existing companies. For example, have a kind of internal hub within company. You know that networking is kind of important. It's good to be in the network, you get ideas, you kind of connect to this flow of ideas and people and projects. And I entered this place this morning and said, oh, it's just fantastic. And there was this coffee atmosphere, nice people. So I really felt at home. And I'm willing to pay some price.